Good evening. You are listening to Radio Bharati News Podcast. I am Priyanka and today is 21 September. Starting with the headlines, Raju Srivastav, the Indian comedian, passed away today morning, weeks after being on ventilator. RBI decides to take out Central Bank of India from prompt corrective action restrictions. IMD predicts heavy rain in Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra in the next 2 days. French President Emmanuel Macron says Prime Minister Narendra Modi was right when he said this is not the time for war. Pakistan to import Russian oil on deferred payment. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman calls upon fintech companies to take advantage of opportunities in green financial. Banks see bad loans falling to decade low of 4% by FY24 end. In cricket, Australia beats India by 4 wickets in the first T20 international of 3-match series in Mohali. France's Caroline Garcia eyes Paris Olympics after past disaster. Now, some news in detail. According to IMD, a low-pressure area is present over the northwestern shores of West Bengal and Odisha. In addition, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are expected to see thunderstorms and heavy rainfall over the next few days due to this system. During the next 2 days, isolated heavy showers are also predicted for Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya. At the UN General Assembly meeting, French President Emmanuel Macron informed international leaders that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was correct when he reminded Russian President Vladimir Putin that now is not the time for war. The two leaders met last week outside of the 22nd Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Samarkand in Uzbekistan. Pakistan and Russia are now in discussions on the potential of oil imports with deferred payment. According to a senior government official quoted by the Express Tribune newspaper, Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif met with Russian President Vladimir Putin 3 times on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, which ended last week. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Union Finance Minister, has urged the fintech sector to seize particular opportunities in green finance and contribute to the creation of a sustainable financial ecosystem. She also urged fintech companies to engage with the government and its agencies more frequently in order to improve confidence. According to Ms. Sitharaman, there are potential for fintech companies to participate in a sustainable financial system and benefit from unique opportunities in green finance. Gross non-performing assets at Indian banks are predicted to decrease by 90 basis points to 5% in the current fiscal year through March and then further to 4% by the end of March 2024. Riding on post-pandemic economic recovery and faster credit growth, the key indicator of banks' asset quality is projected to improve. According to the most recent Reserve Bank of India data, bank loans increased 15.5% over a year earlier in the 2 weeks leading up to August 26, while deposit growth was 9.5%. In the world of sports, Cameron Green led Australia's scorers with 61 runs and Matthew Wade also scored quickly with 45 runs in just 21 balls. Player of the match was awarded to Cameron Green. Akshar Patel grabbed 3 wickets for India and Umesh Yadav claimed 2. Australia had earlier chosen to field after winning the toss. India scored 208 for 6 in the allotted 20 overs while batting first. All-rounder Hardik Pandya, who is in excellent form, struck a quick-fire 71 runs for the hosts. KL Rahul also made 55 runs and Surya Kumar Yadav chipped in with 46. Hazelwood and Nathan Ellis both caught 3 wickets for Australia. At the Vidarbha Cricket Association Stadium in Nagpur, India will play Australia in the second T20 International on Friday. In the three-match T20 series, India is already down with 0-1 in the standings. Garcia was suspended by the French team for unacceptable behavior at the 2016 Rio Olympics and crashed out in the first round of both the women's singles and doubles competitions last year in Tokyo. But the world number 10 is looking forward to a special games in Paris after reaching a Grand Slam semi-final for the first time in her career at this month's US Open. Now, the weather forecast for today. The maximum temperature of Delhi today is 32 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature of Delhi is 28 degrees Celsius. Thank you for listening to Radio Bharati News Podcast.